We switched sides, so it looks like it's a different day than yesterday's video.
But we still have the same clothes on.
I'm Brad.
I'm Rach.
And our kids are in bed. We have 3 of them. They're all little, and they're sleeping.
I hope.
We are going on vacation. In our mind. How nerdy is that?
That is so nerdy.
We are dying for a vacation. However, it is not responsible for us to travel. If you're traveling, I'm sure you're doing it responsibly. Please be doing it responsibly.
If you could, and if you have been traveling or if you plan on traveling, let us know what precautions you're taking, if you're flying or driving, everything. Because we had a vacation slated for February where my mom was going to come up. It was just going to be like a 4-day thing. We didn't know where we were going yet, but we hoped it would be like wine country. That's not going to happen. So now we're
going on vacation in our mind.
We're going to talk about where we would love to go.
Yes.
If we could.
Okay. I know what's on the top of my list.
Okay.
Costa Rica. Surfing is on my bucket list. I've never surfed before. I don't think I'm going to be very good at it. I have horrible balance. And I've never done it before. So I think I'm going to really suck at it. But I really, really want to try it.
You know why I think you would be good at it?
Why?
Because you have a ton of upper body strength. Because that's what you need.
Really?
Yes.
For surfing?
A majority of the time you spend surfing is paddling. You got to paddle out.
Right.
And then you got to paddle really fast to catch a wave.
Right. But then you got to stand up.
I know, but even if you just caught the wave and rode it like this, I think you would really enjoy it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
so
good
you
to
would
know.
be, I'm flailing out there. I'll be floundering and not able to keep up.
And we're excited about Costa Rica because it's in the same time zone. So if we do bring the kids, it wouldn't screw up their sleep schedule.
Exactly.
But we would want them to be much older. Maybe not much older, but
Yeah.
older.
I would be comfortable taking them on a trip to Costa Rica right now.
Really?
I mean, I'm not saying like right this second because of the pandemic. I mean like at this age. Yes.
No, I need them to be...
Why? Eloise and Bear and Lyndall travel perfectly in the RV. It'd be no different.
I don't think it's about traveling. It's about... So I want to surf. So that's going to be like a 4-hour activity.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be able to entertain themselves for 4 hours.
We'll be at the beach. Yes, they would.
Eloise is like 14 months old.
You mean entertain themselves like we're going to park them on the beach and then you and I are going to go surf together? Wouldn't we take turns surfing while the other one sits on the beach and plays with the kids? Yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
It would be amazing. They would play in the sand. They would make sand castles. They would swim. Oh, it would be fabulous. Now I really want to go.
Yeah, but one of us on 3 kids that none of them know how to swim, that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Yeah, they wouldn't be swimming. But they would probably have their floaty stuff on. But there's like rip currents and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a little stressful.
Very
We'd
stressful.
have to put them, we'd have to set up a cage.
Yeah, so
joking.
that's not going to happen for a couple of years.
Yeah, you're right. Well, yeah.
But there's
wouldn't anyway.
There's some really awesome Airbnbs in Costa Rica that we're definitely going to do someday.
Oh, you guys should... Okay, so I do this a lot. I shop and put a bunch of stuff in my cart and then don't check out because it gives me like the feeling that I shopped without spending any money.
Even though you don't like shopping.
I don't. I kind of like online shopping.
Okay.
I don't like going from store to store and shopping. No. But I also like to go on Airbnb or VRBO and pick a location and then find really, really cool places to stay.
And Costa Rica has a lot of them.
Some of them you have to get there by mule or donkey. What is the animal that I said? A goat?
Yeah, you ride a goat.
You wouldn't ride a goat up a mountain.
No, it would collapse. It would collapse and die. Okay, what's on the top of your bucket list?
I think wine country.
Yeah.
That would be so nice. And we have a cousin out in San Francisco. That,
We do?
Well, she was.
Yeah, she's not anymore.
Well, we had a cousin in San Francisco.
We had a cousin in San Francisco, so we should go to wine country.
What I'm thinking of is the original trip to wine country that we planned, where we were going to go to San Francisco, have dinner.
We've had a couple of vacations just...
Fall through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we found out I was pregnant, like a few months before, a few weeks before we were supposed to go to wine country, and that would not have
Luckily,
been
we
fun.
hadn't purchased the tickets yet.
Yeah, that's true. Had we not? I thought we
No.
had. No. Man.
We had booked a couple Airbnbs,
Yeah.
but we didn't
that's
buy
right.
our flights.
Man.
Like
And then
we-
we had a whole trip to Europe, totally planned, booked, everything. And then, yeah, that fell through as well.
Right, and the bombings happened and everything got canceled. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we lost a lot of money on that one.
We did.
Um,
That is a depressing segue.
yes, but however,
Do you want to make fun of me anymore about like the whole San Francisco wine country thing, or
That was
are
pretty
we going to
funny.
move on?
I had a cousin that lived in San Francisco for a while, so I would love to go to wine country. She lives in Denver now.
Okay, I was joking when I said, do we want to make fun of that anymore?
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Anyway.
So wine country, that's really high on my list as well. So I'm glad we're in agreement about that one. Mm-hmm. What do you have any other places that you really, really want to go to?
Europe. I would love to go to Europe.
Mm-hmm.
All of it.
So with or without the kids?
Oh, without.
Definitely.
For sure.
But how the heck are we going to do that?
We're not.
No, we're not.
I know. That's going to be a long time away.
Yeah.
Europe, I thought, was going to be a little bit closer than what it is now. We had, like we said, the whole European trip planned, and then we were kind of in our minds slating it for 2021 with Denise.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely not going to happen.
Heck no.
Nope.
Not even close.
Also, like Australia, New Zealand, those are
High on the list.
high on the list.
Yeah, we need to go see Aunt Tanya in Australia.
Yes, we do. Not Iceland, but Greenland. Or is that Iceland? Iceland.
Iceland. Uh-huh.
Iceland is like the trendy place to go now.
Yeah, lots of folks going there.
Mm-hmm. It's like the Instagram destination where you're going to get a lot of great Instagram photos.
Yeah, for sure. Build up your Instagram profile.
Yeah. What else? Where else are we wanting to go?
Well, in the RV, I'd like to go
Oh,
to
yeah.
like a ton of different state parks. Especially like, we haven't really traveled much in the northern, I mean, yeah, we've been to Seattle, I've been to Portland, but we haven't really spent a lot of time up in like Utah, Wyoming, and
Yeah, oh yeah.
those areas.
The
So, like,
Grand Tetons.
I'd love to go to, Grand Tetons, Yellowstone. I'd like to go all those places up there. That'd be awesome.
That's, I feel like, something we can do pandemicking.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no real reason we can't do that. The only hang up is like getting the amount of time off it would require to go that far.
Exactly. We would need like 3 weeks off work.
There is like peanut butter on my face. I got it off, but I think it was probably there that entire last video.
Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be, well, for me especially, because I already take 2 weeks off from my civilian optometry job to do my 2 weeks for the Navy Reserves. So then if I took another 3 weeks off, that's a whole 5 weeks.
Right, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole time off thing is tough when you're wanting to take a road trip. Back when we were in school, we would get a month
Oh, it was so
plus
great.
off every, well, we would have summers off, but we had clinic by the time we were a thing. But we had at least a month off for the holidays every year, and that was just like,
Awesome.
we spent that whole time traveling.
Yes, it was great.
It'd be really nice to be able to do that now. We could, we just wouldn't get paid.
Yeah. So speaking of 2 weeks Navy Reserves, I volunteered for something called an IRT, which is a innovative readiness training. So basically it's like we simulate going to war. And so for me, like, we set up a field hospital, a field clinic, and then see patients in that field hospital. And so I volunteered for what's called Arctic Care, which is in Alaska on Kodiak Island, which, thinking about it, it's probably not gonna be that great because we work a lot, and I'll be like on an island in Alaska, so there's not gonna be anything to do.
Okay. This is interesting because this is news to me that you've...
No, I asked you if I should volunteer
No, you
for the
didn't.
2 weeks in Alaska.
No.
No, well, I did. I put my name in.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see if they even have it, for one thing.
Because of COVID. Yeah, your 2 weeks this year got canceled.
Right,
I
last year.
totally forgot about that.
Right.
No, that was this year. 2020.
Oh yeah, it's still 2020.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah.
So do you know when that is slated for?
Yeah, it's May 1st through the 16th, so it'll probably still be cold. So I have to do a field exercise. So it's like I could either go to Alaska or I could go to Georgia.
Oh, so, Alaska, hands down.
Right, exactly.
Huh. Well, I guess Georgia would be a lot less travel time.
Yeah. But I'm attached to an expeditionary medical facility, which is we're in a tier 1 status. So if we go to war, like we're the first reservist to get activated to come, set up a field hospital. And so that's why they're requiring that we have to do one of these IRTs.
For training purposes.
Yeah. So it's like no matter what I do, Rachel's not gonna be able to come visit anyway.
Right.
That was like the whole plan of like me joining the reserves was like, when I do my 2 weeks, Rachel could come and like be on vacation. But it just hasn't worked out like that.
Not even once.
And I don't know if it will.
Probably not.
Yeah.
No. Bummer.
There's just not very many optometrists that are reservists in the Navy. And so they require us to be in what's called billets or slots that are deployable. Mm-hmm. So always doing training.
Bummer. Well, it was funny because like we were in Beaufort for 4 years, and if one of the ODs had maternity leave or whatever, they would bring in a reservist for that. And so we're thinking like those are the types of jobs that you would be doing on your 2 weeks, is just like going to a clinic and covering for a doctor that was doing something else.
Mm-hmm. Which I could volunteer to do that stuff. But I would still also have to do 2 weeks as like an IRT or whatever.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. Okay, because
I could always volunteer to do more. Mm-hmm. But obviously it would take away from our civilian job.
Right. And I guess we would go too, but you're saying like we would do that as a family. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Yeah, that's lame. But maybe Alaska will be neat. An island?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be cool to like see it, but I mean, it's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
It'll probably be really freaking cold.
Yeah.
But
how big of an island are we talking about?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I haven't researched it at all. I don't know. I haven't been selected yet for sure, so I don't know if I'm even going.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep you posted.
Well, where's your dream vacation?
Yeah.
If you could travel, where would you go? We would love to hear it. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, hit that subscribe button. We've got some hot topics coming up. And hit that like button.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.